Hello. I'm back. It's been a minute, and it's okay. I haven't really had anything to like film recently. My apologies. Today we're doing something a little silly, for lack of a better word. I'm gonna be testing out one of my Halloween makeup looks because for Halloween this year I've decided to do a few makeup heavy costumes. One of them is going to be Trixie Mattel, which I've done before, so that one I don't feel like I need a refresher on. I kind of just did it on the fly and it turned out like fine, so I think I could do it again. We'll see. I'm gonna try and do that this weekend because I'm going to visit my friends in New York. So I think that's my New York plan. But for the actual week of Halloween, I'm filming this on October 22nd. So this weekend is like the first Halloween weekend, I think. Even if no one's doing it, I'm treating it like it is, so it doesn't really matter. But next weekend is actually Halloween. And I think part of that weekend is gonna be when I do this costume. I've decided that one of my Halloween costumes is gonna be Fryboy of the Decayed Brigade. I have been a big fan of theirs, the whole group, for a few years. But then like every October I'm like, okay, it's prime time. And this year I realized that like I have the chops. I think I could do the makeup. I was gonna be Archer. Archer is somewhat new to the scene, and I was gonna do that instead, but because the makeup looked like even like more intricate and cool, but then I realized it was more intricate and cool, which means I have to like do it. I also think that Fryboy is gonna be fun because I feel like more people might recognize it, and I'm gonna be like in Philadelphia, so I'm like, okay, the Pennsylvanians with access to Hershey Park, you know, like more people are gonna get it, I think. Okay, so I got home from work today and I was like, all right, it's 11:30 right now. I've been home for like an hour. I just want to do it so bad. I just want to do the makeup so bad just to see if I could, sorry I burped, just to see if I could even do it. So we're gonna do it. I have some makeup on already. I did like a work glam. It's really nothing. It's not. So I'm just gonna do it on top of what I have going on right now because I'm essentially just putting like a bunch of face paint and eyeliner on me. So it doesn't really, it's like pre-shower makeup. Because also I probably will have to shower after to get it all off. I have a beer. It's DeClaw Brewing Co. Sweet Baby Jesus Chocolate Peanut Butter Porter. It's something. It's not bad. I like porters. I like stouts. The fact that it's meant to taste like chocolate and peanut butter, I think, turns me off from it. If something has like notes of chocolate and peanut butter, I probably would f with it, but I don't know. It had a 6-pack, so I'm having one. And I hope that Sweet Baby Jesus will be on my side as I attempt the infamous Fryboy. Sometimes I like do like Mac face charts on my iPad. Like I have, I don't know, it's just like fun. Like I'll do like random like really colorful stuff and like, or I'll plan out looks that I actually want to do. Like this I actually did on my birthday. Just like for fun. But I have a lot of them. Like I've been doing them in Procreate. So I decided that I was gonna map out the makeup that we're doing today. And I did, And it's really terrifying. Like when you look at my Procreate, it's like, oh yeah, like cool, lots of stuff. I had some reference pictures, and then I drew it out just to get familiar with the shapes and stuff. It feels simple, so I know it's not gonna be, because that's what I thought about Trixie makeup last year. Simple for my purposes. I'm not trying to be like perfect with it. So like in my brain, it's like, oh, this is simple. Even if it's bad, who cares? Like no one's gonna look at me too close. Like it doesn't really matter. But I still want to get it right. Like I still want to try. And the people that like do the makeup for like scare actors are really, really great. And scare actors who do their own makeup are really fantastic too. So I mean, it's impressive work no matter what. I'm not saying that it's like inherently simple, but I think I can do it. I don't know. We're gonna try. I got some supplies too, so we're gonna attempt. I actually I was home this weekend at like my parents' house, and I realized that I had like knee pads from when I used to like skate and rollerblade as a child. So I brought my knee pads to use in my costume. This is so funny to me because this is just like a guy. Like this is a regular person. This is my first costume like that. So it's kind of embarrassing, but I just think it'd be so fun and so cool. And I also have so many TikTok transition plans. The digital footprint is really kicking off this October. I don't post that much on TikTok, but I already have like 10 plans in place. Ugh. Bottoms up. Let's attempt. Let's try. We shall see. This is not a tutorial unless it goes well. If it goes well, this is a tutorial, but if it doesn't, then this is a one-time thing. It's not you, it's me. Cheers. Okay, my hair's already up. This is my like hair dye shirt, which is why it's like nasty. I don't know. It's just like a beat up shirt. But otherwise I'm just wearing what I wore to work. I might try on the costume if the makeup goes well, just to see, and then maybe I'll do like a couple TikToks or something. Cause I have to know what it's like. I have to know what it's like to put on like really cool makeup and do a transition. I've never really done that ever. So I just need to know how it feels. Okay, let's get started. I think I don't know what to do first. Because in my brain, I'm like, I map out the shapes, and then I color around the shapes, and then I fill in the shapes, right? Right? I think that's what I'll do. And then if I'm wrong, then I know for when I actually do the costume, which is the whole point of the trial. So, I'm gonna start off with the NYX face glue. I got this recently. I tried it today on my eyes. I haven't, granted I put a bunch of powder on them, but they're a little oily, but it's not crazy. I think it worked pretty well. So maybe it could withstand my drag and my scare actor makeup for the season. Also, my room's a mess. I don't know how much to put on. This feels like enough. I don't know. It's gonna go on my face and my neck. I'm also putting it over top my makeup, which is probably stupid, but once again, for my purposes right now, it doesn't really matter. Plus, the majority of my actual eye is gonna be covered. So for the sake of just mapping out the shapes and knowing if I can like get those down, I feel like it'll be fine. And I'm just gonna shower anyway, so who cares? I do like the feel of the primer. It feels nice. So to map out the shapes, I'm just gonna take this Revlon eyeliner. It's just like a black eyeliner. and I'm just gonna start winging it. Let me pull up my my face chart, because I like the shape of the eye. Like it kind of goes like into the inner corner, but then it comes like out at the brow and goes out kind of on a diagonal here, kind of like it cuts through like this section of the brow and goes up and then around, not as far out on this side, and then down. Right? Like that makes sense. Okay, also my mirror is here. Not much I can do about that. Okay, let's just start mapping it out. Shit can't go that wrong if I'm just like doing this kind of blind. Right? Right? That looks right, doesn't it? Right? I think so. For a rough sketch, let's try and match it. I kind of like tilted my brush and like made a little stroke so that I can know like the heights. This is like what I'd do if I was like drawing this, like actually drawing. The good thing about mapping this out too is that I could just like smudge away any eyeliner that's like poking out of the shapes. What the f am I doing? It's gotten into my eyebrow, which doesn't really help me much because the whole point of having bleached eyebrows is that they cooperate better, I think. That's not that bad. What's wrong with this? This is too triangular. Kind of helps to squint, because then it, like, it looks pretty even. No? I think that's a good starting point. Okay, I think from here I want to go onto the lips, just because from the lips comes then the line. I'm scared about the line, like the chin to neck line. That freaks me out because I don't know how that shape's gonna work and morph with the neck, but at the very least, like the lips, I feel like that's just more symmetry, so it should be fine. Okay. Doesn't have that a pimple right here, like exactly where I need to be operating. I'm just giving myself a handlebar mustache at this point, I think. Okay, I mean, it looks pretty even. I'm just filling it in a little bit just so I can see a little better what it might look like when it comes together. Okay, that's not that bad, right? Whoa, that freaked me out a little bit. I looked at myself in my phone. Woo. Okay, I sharpened my pencil a little bit because here comes the hard part. The nose is easy, that's just dot, like that's fine. But like the line, like I don't want to do it too thick, too thin. Okay. Starting point. Okay, okay. Here's where we get a little dicey. That feels too thick. It's still too thick. Okay. I'm gonna, instead of just using my fingers, I'm gonna use a Q-tip and some micellar water to clean up that edge a little bit. Okay. And then we just have to make it look even on the neck, which I think is arguably gonna be the hardest part of this process. I'm just sketching from the chin to make like a really rough like outline. The reason also that I'm doing like all of this sketching as opposed to just like winging it with face paint or eyeliner is just because like I can and I prefer to. It's what I did with Trixie, like the Trixie eye, and it helps me like make sense of the shapes more. I guess I don't really have to explain that to anyone, but sorry. Also, I'm just like, no. Oh, I'm posting this on the internet. Okay, so general outline done. The nose, I think I'm just gonna do on top of the white because I feel like, I don't know, it's a little circle and then I just kind of diffuse it like a very tiny bit and that's it. That I could do. This, however, this has been a process. I bought a bunch of these actually just in case, because also I like having stuff in my kit. I got the LA Girl foundation mixing pigment in white, and that's what I'm gonna use to do my face paint. I'm gonna take this off my hand. And then to apply, I got these sponges, just like the triangle sponges, just because I feel like, A, I don't really want to mess up all of my personal makeup products with face paint. Not face paint, but like something starkly different than what I wear on a day-to-day basis. But also I feel like it'll help with like those lines, like I just kind of want to map out each part of the shapes. So I think, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. I'm just gonna do one pump for now. I'm just working into the sponge a bit. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna start mapping out. I'm gonna need a lot of this Y. And if you get it on, I feel like as long as the majority of the pigment is where you know it should be fine. Once again, I don't know why I'm saying you, because this is not a tutorial. Unless, also it's 12 now. And that's fine with me. I just realized my AC has been on this whole time. That's better. It's fine if the eyebrows are kind of poking out. I have bleached eyebrows. I don't know if they block their brows or anything. I don't think so, because normally when you look at photos, you can like see his eyebrows a bit. So I think it's fine, but when I do this again, maybe I'll block them out. That would just be annoying though, because then I can't really map it out the same way that I did this time. So I don't know. Damn, I'm gonna need a lot of this paint. Going in for pump number 2. Don't make it weird. Okay, I like this method. I think it works. Because like I do have that kind of flexibility. But I don't know, with this I could get so much like sharper lines, which I enjoy. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish the rest off camera. And then I'll come back to do powder, and I actually don't know what the next step is going to exactly be, but Well, I feel like I just conceptualized what I've been doing. It's been going well. I think my problem area is like my nose. Like it doesn't really like the product, and like by my eyebrows. They don't really want to get covered, which maybe I'll just have to glue them down. I don't know. I don't want to, so I probably won't. I think I'm doing well though. So I'm kind of dumb and I didn't buy like a normal white powder or like really any powder I could use for this. Well, hold on. No, I don't know what I did with it. I do, however, have this MAC eyeshadow. You might be saying, what? Hey, I don't know. I'm just gonna pick it up with the biggest brush that I have and just start going to town. Yeah, my skin doesn't really like this very much, but really and truly, you do what you gotta do. I also didn't do like the strongest coat. I don't know, I think it's cool if like my skin kind of peeks through a little bit. Or at least that's what I'm telling myself. And I'm putting it everywhere, even over the liner that we did. Just so that everything is just set and ready for more creams and powders. Realistically, this was never going to be like fully long wearing, effortless. Now I don't really have a plan for how exactly I'm going to do this, like the black part. But I bought this brush, this like Morphe teeny weeny brush to try and help with some of those lines. I have my NYX Epic Ink liner in black. I have a black eyeliner pencil. I have black eyeshadows. Like I think it'll be fine. I might go out on a limb and just start using the eyeliner pen. See where it takes us. I was doing so well. Like actually so well. I actually can't believe I was doing so great up until that point. Yeah, this product is not really meant to go all over your face, and I know that. But that doesn't mean that it's supposed to act like that, you know? Okay. Okay, let's try out the other side. I think part of why this is going like relatively well is simply because I'm actually not going anywhere tonight. Okay, the shape is like kind of mediocre. Can't even lie. But, I mean, is it? I think it's fine. For my purposes, once again, I think I'll be okay. Okay. General shape done. Well, first I'm gonna even them out a little bit. I think I'm just gonna go in with eyeshadow after. Eyeliner, eyeshadow. Call it a day. But for the lips and the neck, now we gotta be stealthy. Okay, the neck is getting a little dicey. I'm doing it, guys. I'm really doing it. So now I get a bit more intense. I'm gonna use my jumbo black eyeliner all around my waterline and around my eyes as the starting point for the black. Just kind of using this as a base and connecting it to the other areas that we put liner on. Okay. I am starting to feel a bit hot. They are uneven, but like in a way that like, just don't look at me that close, okay? Okay, I'm taking a black eyeshadow from my Morphe, I forget what palette this is. I think it's like a 9 something, 9W. Yeah, 9W Smoke and Shadow. It's broken. Whatever. And I'm just gonna start packing it all over the goddamn place. Trying to be gentle. Trying to minimize fallout if possible. Okay. I'm gonna start out like there. Maybe a little bit more. And I'm gonna take a Morphe M431 brush. It's just like this little tiny pencil brush thingy. Take some of that black shadow. The brush I was using before was an e.l.f. one. I don't know exactly what kind though. I'm just gonna start stamping it. Just very barely diffusing. I like the nose in this makeup because the edges are not like sharp, which I always enjoy. I always like stuff like that in makeup. It's kind of vague, but whatever. That's what she said, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, before I do the lips, I do want to have more of my beer. Because I feel like I deserved it. I still have to do the contour, which I'm kind of nervous about because that means I'm gonna mess up one of my brushes. But I think I'm gonna clean my brushes tomorrow anyway, especially if I'm doing Trixie this weekend because that's gonna require some effort. Okay, for lips, I'm using the NYX Lingerie XXL in Naughty Noir, which means I'm using liquid lipstick in black. Okay, so for contour, I'm just gonna use that black eyeshadow again. And this brush, I don't know what it is, but it looks like this. It's got some stupid hairs in it. Whatever. But it's good for like detailed, very dense contouring. So I'm gonna pick some up kind of on like half of the brush, just so I can kind of start out and map where I'm going. And his contouring kind of just goes down. I'm just gonna use the other half of the brush to kind of feather it. That feels right. Okay, so I'm gonna pick some up on both sides of the brush for the hairline, which I guess I'll take these out a little bit because I guess, I don't know, I didn't really have to do this step because I'm just doing a trial, but I really just want to see what it looks like perfected. I'm showering anyway, so it's fine. Don't you hate when you get like a little brush hair in your face? Am I right, guys? Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of carry it down a little bit to where we got our cheek contour. I'm gonna use this brush that I used before to kind of blend out the forehead a little bit. Cause it's not that tense, it's just like hairline. And then I'm gonna contour that frig out of my jawline because that's one thing I don't really come by very easily. Just very softly blend up. Not too much though, because we do want it to be kind of sharp. Okay, and then I'm gonna just keep using this brush to do like the neck stuff, because there's like that kind of blending into the neck from the sides I want to emulate. The one thing about this costume is I sweat and I have a runny nose, but you know, we prevail. Bro, I did it, bro. Bro. I'm fryboy, dude. I'm like Walmart fryboy. Wait, I've never been cooler in my whole life, actually. I get it. Damn. Let me see. I want to see what it looks like with my hair down. You know, I see why someone would want to do this all the time. Again, I'm putting on the shirt. It's also one now. I'm not putting on the pants because you can't really see my pants, but also this isn't the shirt that I'm going to use, but it was the one that I saw first. I have these gloves that I'm gonna dye like fully black. They have like teal and gray, but I don't know, I think they fit. Like, I feel like they also say Gold's Gym on them, so I gotta Sharpie that out. But like, are we seeing it? Are we seeing the vision? Okay, yeah, listen. I don't think I'm ever gonna be as hot as I am right now. I get the appeal to putting this on and then like going on TikTok and being like mogging, or like going into the streets of Hershey Park and being like, I get it. Okay, I need to do some damage on TikTok. Wow. No, the damage will be internal when I look at my account tomorrow, I think. But some pretty Halloween content before I fix everything. Once everything's better, it'll be good. I think should I do it now? I don't really want to. I think for like the night that I actually do this, I'm gonna like slick back my hair so that it's just kind of like floppy still, but a bit more slick. Something like that. I don't know. I think I'm gonna dye these tomorrow so that they're just fully black. I thought with this tie, I was like, oh, I don't have like a plain white tie or plain black tie. But I don't know, I like the sparkle and the pizzazz. And this is a vest inside out. And I think I'm adding my own spin. Okay, I'll be back later. I might even vlog when I shower because I know this is gonna be rough to take off. Get ready with me. Okay, so I've just been on TikTok making thirst traps, of course. And then I've just been sitting like this. I need to shower. I need to take it off. What I'm learning though, I went back to the original, the guy that I look like right now, and I realized I could have taken this further down. So I think I will next time. Also, I have to dye my gloves, which was a big hindrance. I feel like that took away from the videos. But that's okay, because I'm learning. I'm growing. And that's all you could ever ask for. So. And yeah, next time I'll do it with the pants and the knee pads and the shoes and the stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go shower. I did one pass of makeup remover. And I look terrifying. So let's go in for round 2. Okay, I think the second time got most of it, but I need to shower. I think I'm not gonna wash my hair so that I can go to bed, and then I'll take another shower tomorrow morning because I think one won't even do the trick. I just feel it in my blood circulation. Okay, showered, ready for bed, put a pimple patch on. I am me again. Well, actually no, I felt more like myself before, which is something I have to work through. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Thanks for watching. I think I'm gonna call it a tutorial because I actually did do well. I would just say with the points, you kind of want to go a little higher and a little lower with like an emphasis on the lower part, I think, is what I've gathered. Okay, good night. See you in the next one. Stay cool.
Oh my God.